Stampers, this is Dawn, and today we're going to make this really sweet pocket card. So let me show you how it opens up. So this is the front, and we're using a couple celebration items on today's card. Then you open it up, and it has a little card inside, and then also you can put a little gift card over here. So this is the one we're going to make today. Let me show you another one. So this is a sweet one with the panda bear. Oh my gosh, the Party Panda stamp set. And then the glitter paper, oh my gosh, with the balloon punch. So this is the way this one opens up. And then you got your little note card here. And then I also stamped on the Whisper White insert the happiest birthdays to you inside. Once they remove the pocket card, it's really cute. And then over here is the gift card. Okay, so even though we're going to be making this one, I'm going to make a combination of both of these. And then we're going to add something to this one that's going to help keep it shut. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me give you all the pieces. You're going to need actually 8.5 by 11 pieces is going to make your pocket card, which is awesome. You don't need a 12 by 12. And then let me give you all the measurements. Now you will need 3 pieces of the Springtime Foils designer paper because it's not double-sided. But this will give you an excuse to make 2 of these cards, okay? So I'll explain all that when we get to that point. But you're going to need 3 pieces of the Springtime Foil designer paper. And these are all cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And this is also a free celebration item until March 31st. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White, which these are both cut at 4 by 5 1/4 as well. And then for your little insert for your note card, let me give you the layers for this. So the basic black is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then your lemon lime twist is cut at 3 by 4 1/2. And then a piece of Whisper White, which is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and color this Springtime Foils paper first before we get our Stampin' Trimmer. So let me grab some grid paper. All right, so the whole card was based from the glimmer paper of all things. And it was the Myth and Magic designer paper. And this is the 6 by 6 size. And it's in the Occasions catalog. And these are the colors. So you have the, which I'm calling the Lemon Lime Twist, Bermuda Bay, and then like the Dazzling Diamonds. Okay, so that's what I cut out with the Celebrate You Thinlit, which is also a celebration item. So I went ahead and pre-cut all this just to kind of speed it up today. And then I also cut it out with the basic black. So there's those pieces. And then here's the U. Okay, so I'm going to put those together with you to show you how I did that as well. So I'm using the Lemon Lime Twist Stampin' Right marker. And this only comes in the In Color collection for 2017 through 19. And you'll get all 5 colors. Okay, so we're going to use the Lemon Lime Twist. And we're going to go ahead and color all these pieces. And I'm just going to take the wide tip end of the marker. And I'm just going to quickly cover the designer paper. Now when I'm coloring it, it's going to look totally different when I get done because I'm going to buff it with the napkin, which I have right here. And it's going to give it a totally different look than what it looks like when I'm coloring it. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. Okay, so we're going to grab our napkin and we're going to buff off the marker. And it's going to make it a very subtle lemon lime twist. And plus it's going to remove the color from the silver stripes. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. All right, now I'm going to quickly do these 2 pieces. Okay, so we have our 3 pieces done. Now a couple tips that I'll share with you. I used the edge of the marker, so I didn't hold it like this because it would take me a very long time to color in it like this, like I would normally color. So what I did is I took the marker and I laid it as flat as I could and I just went over that designer paper. And also you want to make sure that you get the edges of the designer paper because the white will show through. Okay, all right, so now let's go ahead and get our trimmer. Okay, so first let's go ahead and score our black cardstock. Remember, this is the 8.5 by 11, so you're only going to score it in 2 places. So you're going to score it at 4 1/4, and this is the 8.5 inch side across the top. So 4 1/4, scoring it in half. Then you're going to turn it on the 11 inch side, and you're going to score this at 5 1/2. Okay, so this is going to be your card. So we're just going to go ahead and fold on the score lines. So looking at the cardstock with the 8.5 side across the top, you're going to fold it up. And now this is where you're going to angle cut from the center down to the right, and then from the center down to the left. And you're only going to do the bottom section of this card, okay? So you're just going to put this in your trimmer, line up that score line to this point down here to this score line. Hopefully that's showing up on camera. Okay, so put it in there, and then you're going to cut. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing from this point down to the opposite corner. Lining up the point to the point on the trimmer cut track. I'm going to start down here. Okay, so now your point should look like this along this edge here, cut at an angle. Then it's going to fold up just like this. Then you're going to go ahead and fold your card in half. And then that's going to make your pocket. Super easy, right? You want to burnish your edges really nicely because this is going to be a thicker card. Remember, you're going to have an extra fold in here, plus we're going to be layering it. So now we're going to go ahead and cut our designer paper. Now one of these will be for the front, so you're not going to cut one of them. It's going to keep for the front, so we're going to set that aside. Now these two you're going to cut. So you're going to cut one at an angle, like from here to this right hand side bottom. From this piece that we're cutting, these two pieces, you're going to be able to make two cards. So keep them. Okay, so one's going to be from the top left to the bottom right. Okay, that's one. So now this one is going to be cut opposite. So we're going to cut from the top right to the bottom left. Now if you're using cardstock, it doesn't matter. You won't have to cut two for two cards, because once you cut one, it's going to be the same on the other side. But because we're using the springtime foils, we want it to be, the one side is going to be equal to that, okay? So now this is going to be for this side here. And then this side, see how this doesn't fit on this side, okay? So we're going to keep that for another one. And then here's the opposite side for the other piece. Okay, and then see, this one's going to fit over here for another card, and then this one's going to fit on this side. Okay, so you can get two cards out of two pieces. All right, so that's all the scoring and cutting. All right, so we're going to bring in our Whisper White piece. So I'm going to go ahead and put these inside the card on these squares right here. Okay, so this is going to be the inside of our pockets. So if you want to stamp your message, you might want to use the Whisper White, because the black, of course, you're not going to be able to stamp a greeting on that to show up. Okay, so now this is where we're going to seal this pocket or this triangle piece up to the card. So you could use tear and tape or fast fuse. I'm just going to go ahead and use the fast fuse, and I'm going to run one swipe along each side of the score line down the center. I'm going to run one on this side here, and then one on the other side. Because remember, we're going to want to put a gift card on one side and then that little note card on the other. So you don't want to put too much adhesive so it doesn't block those items to be added into the card. So I'm going to go ahead and press that down using my bone folder again. Let me get that. Okay, so then there's your pocket. All right, now let's go ahead and add our designer paper that we already cut. Now remember, you got one for each side. Okay, so there's our pocket card. How sweet. All right, now to do something slightly different than this one and the other one. Remember these two here. We're going to add some ribbon. So I'm going to add the 1/2 inch lemon lime twist finely woven ribbon around the front of the card. Just kind of bring it over and tie it up, just to make sure I have enough to tie it. Make sure it's all flat too when you're tying it. So this is going to actually hold the card shut, and then you can go ahead and add your designer paper onto the front. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add our Celebrate You to the front. So let me show you how I did that. So all I did is I cut out the basic black and the Myths and Magic glimmer paper in the Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm going to just add the snail to the back side of the Celebrate of the Lemon Lime Twist glimmer paper. Doesn't take a lot. You can actually use your silicone craft sheet. I don't have mine handy here, but I'm just going to overlap it on top of the black to give it a little shadow behind the Celebrate. Just like that. And then see, it's kind of bringing that whole black and lemon lime twist together. And then once again, we're going to just go ahead and add some more snail to the back side. You can of course use your liquid glue if you want, but the snail works fine for me. And then we're just going to put this on the front. Let's do the U. So cute. And then one more thing, we're going to go ahead and add our insert for the note card. Okay, so you're going to take your note card and put that inside of the card. And then you'll have a gift card, which I just happen to have one here. Just going to put that inside there. All right, so now let me show you the other ones again. Let me go ahead and tie this up really quick, and I'll bring in the other ones. So here's this one. This is exactly like this one, but the only difference is that I added the Whisper White to the background, and then you could also stamp the inside like I did on this one, the happiest of birthdays to you. And then I also used the Party Pandas, and then I also used the Picture Perfect Birthday for the greetings on the cards. Okay, and then the celebration items, the springtime foils, and then also the Celebrate You thinlits. I also used the oval framelits for this panda one, and then the balloon bouquet punch for that. All right. Oh, and then the designer papers from the Bubbles and Fizz. Okay, so that's it. And I'll have all the items listed below for easy shopping. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.